Greetings, everybody. Hello, good afternoon, and we have two games finished. Yes, first thing this morning, two games on. Two games are on right now. I'm doing the board for those games, it's hidden behind this board right now. But a very good game between Colorado and Vegas thus far, and Detroit and Columbus, a little bit surprising so far. All right. That being said, let's go ahead and open things up with Buffalo and Boston. I'm going to be honest. I put my Ullmark jersey on after the second period because I am to the point where I'm actually rooting for the Sabres, even though they were against Boston, because I want the narrative to just change somewhat at all. So this is record territory that they're in. It's definitely historic. If I had told people before the season, hey, Buffalo's going to do something historic this year, people would have thought, wow, I wonder what that's going to be. So Bruins wearing the reverse retros. Marchand was out, which I thought was noticeable. As in, like I've mentioned before that if you're talking about who the MVP is for the Bruins, I really think it's Brad Marchand. He penalty kills, he's on the power play, he's on the top line, he does everything. Ullmark playing definitely made a difference in net for Buffalo. Sabres get an early power play, and then Vladar decides, I'm going to pass it to Sporil, but it wasn't Sporil, it was Reinhart, and at 2 minutes and 1 second of the first period, it's in. So yeah, that's 1-0. Senyshyn then almost got one. The Bruins end up with a power play out of that pressure. That's killed off. It did have two shots. Pastrnak, the wraparound missed the mark there. The Bruins were getting chances, but Ullmark making the saves. And again, that's a huge difference maker there. Things get kind of scrummy with 7:28 left. The Bruins get a second power play. That was also a no. The Bruins power play today was, it was a misadventure at different points, or the Sabres penalty kill was really good, one or the other. With 1:06 left, the Sabres get a power play, but unfortunately for them, Vladar decided not to pass the puck to them that time. Second period, the Bruins finish off the kill. Lazar got chances after the penalty kill was done. There was some two-way action, and this was evenly played early on. Fogarty had a break. That was saved by Vladar. Sabres get their third power play. The Bruins killed it. Then it goes the other way, and Coyle had a chance. The shots were 8-2, though, at the halfway mark of the second period for the Sabres. So the Sabres came out looking like a team that had lost a lot of games and was tired of hearing about it. Bruins press. They draw a power play. Or they would have, except during the delayed penalty. Grzelcyk gets the goal from Pastrnak and Bergeron at 11:41. Considering how well the power play was going, it makes sense they try to score before that came on the ice. Bruins were controlling the play. And then all of a sudden, Okposo from Jokiharju and Dahlin at 14:12. Buffalo goes back to the lead. Bruins go back to the power play. It is a no again. Vladar passed to Okposo. He's got a... At some point, they have to sit him down in practice and go, all right, so we're going to hold up pictures of jerseys, and you can just tell us if they're Bruins or if they're the other guys. And every time you get one wrong, we're going to have Pasta there take a shot at you. So, more Sabres pressure with a minute and a half left, but we go to the third period. Ullmark makes some early saves. Vladar held on to a shot from Eakin. But it was pretty obvious in that third period, this is a team that struggled. And in between the second and third, Kyle Okposo was interviewed by Sofia Jurtskovic. She mentioned the 16-game losing streak, and he's like, thanks for reminding me. And she apologized, but I mean, you've got to mention it during an interview. But you can tell it's in Buffalo's heads. At certain points today, Buffalo looked good. And when I hear the names of all these players, I'm like, you know what? They're challenging for like an all-time record losing streak, like the Capitals and the Sharks. Those teams were awful. This Sabres team, man for man, they've got some good players. But it's a confidence thing. It's a structure thing. It's kind of everything right now with this team. Ritchie scores from McAvoy and Grzelcyk at 5:22. After that, or that was after a great play by McAvoy. McAvoy took over that third period. He even tried it again with the just laps around the net, looking for somebody open. The Sabres would clear it that time, though. Pastrnak then had a break. Ullmark made the save on that. Power play for the Bruins. It was a no. However, with 7 minutes left, the shots were 12-2 in Boston's favor. And again, that to me screams that the Sabres are a team that just has no confidence left in their game. Smith scored. from Krejci and Ritchie at 16 minutes and 10 seconds. And the comeback is complete for Boston. So this was only the I think 10th time that Buffalo had scored first in a game. It's just been brutal. They pull the goalie with 1:45 seconds left, and then with 24.9 seconds left, the Sabres take a goalie interference penalty rather than getting the tying goal, so the Bruins finish it off. They win it 3-2, go to 17-8-5. As I said, 17 straight losses now for Buffalo. They're 6-23-4. Oh, it's not good. And again, I was pulling for them. I'm like, come on, gotta win this game. They've got to win this. Nope, apparently not. Shots were 13-10 Boston in the first, 14-8 Buffalo in the second, and 15-3 Boston in the third. Final shots 36-27 for Boston. Power plays, Buffalo 1-for-3, Boston 0-for-5. Ullmark 33 saves on 36 shots at one end of the rink, and Vladar again showing he's ready to be an NHL goaltender. 25 saves on 27 shots. He could end up being Boston's starter next year. Could happen. All right, the other game. So this is why from game to game, it's a lot of fun to watch these series. We have watched Philadelphia get absolutely destroyed by the Rangers, right? And we're coming into today, and there are those who might have been expecting it. And at certain points of this game, it looked like maybe it'll happen again. So first period, Flyers wearing their reverse retros. The only team not wearing a reverse retro in the early games, Detroit. What's up with that? So, and I mean home team. There hasn't been like both teams wearing reverse retros yet today. So it was Elliott versus Shesterkin. Shesterkin's been very good lately. Elliott, I went over the numbers yesterday. It's been a bad March for almost anybody wearing a Flyers jersey. Pressed by the Flyers at 3.5 minutes. The shots were 6-1 in their favor, 4.5 minutes in. But again, because of their struggles with the Rangers, I look at them leading in shots and no goals and think, yeah, this is usually where the Rangers score. The Rangers pressure at 7 minutes. Shesterkin was sharp when he was needed at the other end. First power play ends up going to the Rangers, and they score on it. It's Zibanejad from Strome and Fox at 10:54. So that's kind of how these things start, right? So there's Mika with a power play goal, and right away you're thinking, here we go again. The Flyers pressed with 2.5 minutes left. They had been the better team in that first period, and it wasn't really close. But there have been periods recently where it wasn't close either, and yet the score sheet is in favor of the Rangers. Last 30 seconds, the Rangers almost made it 2-0, but we come out of the first period 1-0 score. First minute of the second, there were chances for Fox and the Rangers. Raffl was then robbed at the other end. Flyers pressure, that would end up drawing a power play. So power play for the Flyers. Shorthanded chance for Fox. The Rangers kill that off. And there was a lot of talk during this game. I was watching the Philadelphia feed, and they said, this is a team that's lacking confidence in their power play, and you could see it today. Rangers then get a power play, and I felt the Flyers had to kill that power play, and they did. They did kill that off, and I thought if the Rangers score on another power play, this could get out of control fast. And then there was some discussion about where the penalties were and weren't today. Konechny took a punch after the whistle right to the face from Smith. Nothing. And again, I'm watching the Philadelphia feed, so there's going to be a bit of a bias, but it did seem odd that he punched him right in the face and nothing. Who'd he punch? Konechny. It's Travis. Probably talking when he should have been listening. I don't know. But that ends up leading to the Flyers getting a power play, because when they did call a power play, I thought, that's probably to make up for the punch they didn't call. Because see, that's what we figure's happening now. And then there was a 5-on-3 for 1 minute and 17 seconds. They didn't score on the 5-on-3 because he just kept passing it, to the point where when you've got a play-by-play announcer who's saying, just shoot the puck, that's a sign that you've got a power play that's struggling with its confidence. And it looked like they were going to come out of it with nothing, but Nolan Patrick finally gets the power play goal from Gostisbehere and Couturier at 12:52. So that ties it up at 1. And the momentum was with the Flyers after that tying goal. With 1:54 left, the Rangers end up with a power play, so we go to the third period. Third period, scrambly opening, and I felt the next goal was very likely to win this. No idea who was going to get it because it was a scrambly opening to the period. Shesterkin stops the chance for Patrick. Is Nolan Patrick going to get hot now after that one? Is that the one that finally gets him going? We'll see, right? Lawton then had a breakaway. He was robbed on that by Shesterkin. The Rangers get a power play. That is killed off. And again, very, very important that the Flyers penalty kill showed up today, and it did. And then Morin. Morin with his first NHL goal ever, going through all the injuries he's gone through, years and years of waiting, and now he gets a goal. Obey Kubel with the assist at 15:33, and he was swamped by his teammates when they saw he got that goal. So it's a feel-good story there, and they have a lead. The Flyers then had a 2-on-1. JVR wasn't able to get a shot as the Rangers basically mugged him there to make sure he didn't get it. Goaltender gets pulled in the final 2 minutes, and Flyers had chances, but Adam Fox with basically the equivalent of a 2-pad stack to keep the empty netter from going in, and then Shesterkin had one as well. Fox, if the defenseman thing doesn't work out, he may have a future as a goaltender, and the defenseman thing's working out pretty well. But for today, the Flyers stave off losing out to the Rangers and ending up behind them. They go to 16-13-4. The Rangers drop to 15-14-4. So, big win for Philadelphia. Turns things around a little bit. They know Boston's got to win as well. So, that's your battle right now, but the Rangers are in this. Shots, 17-8 for the Flyers in the first, 12-9 Flyers in the second. Both teams had 8 shots in the third. Final shots, 37-25 for the Flyers. Power plays, the Rangers go 1 for 4. The Flyers go 1 for 3. Shesterkin, 35 saves on 37 shots. Elliott saves 24 out of 25. Goaltending clinic. We all saw that coming with the Rangers and the Flyers today, right? Sure we did. Of course we did. Anyways, there you go. There's your first 2 winners of the day. And Buffalo, I swear, they might as well lose the 18th now and just get it over with. And then try to build good records from there. Yeah, it's been bad for a while. Let me know your thoughts regarding these games in the comment section below as always. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe. If you're browsing your way through, you just happened upon this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, for all your support. I will talk to you again soon.